It's time for Fits and Starts.
Am I loading properly?
One sec. We'll have a look there now because I gotta put you sideways looking as well.
It's not like a doctor. 1 second there now. We'll have a look.
Yeah. Why don't you just shut the fuck up there now for a second? I trained for this for years, so.
Are you standing?
I am standing.
Choose your standing desk.
I'm outstanding.
You wanker.
I don't. Thank you. See, that's good. That's a very, I would say, traditionally Irish thing. It's like, oh, you're trying to better yourself, are you? You piece of shit. Notions.
Get out.
Get back in the pit with the rest of us.
That's gas.
Very good.
That's gas.
Sir, that's gas.
I should have made tea.
That's the biggest cup I've ever seen. No, you're just small. That looked like it was a setup for a joke.
Quite big.
That's
it looks like a Homer Simpson beer glass.
It does look like a Homer Simpson beer glass. Yes, it does. Being held up by a tiny baby.
A child. That's me not drinking out of that for the rest of this fucking time, isn't it?
Hey, so there you go. Because see, me talking shit about people, there's you trying to hydrate yourself, trying to improve your life, basically. And then I was like, drinking water, are you? You fucking dog.
And then you're just like, fucking stadia.
Yeah, that's it.
You're just as bad. You're just as bad as me.
It's a national pastime. It's a national pastime. That's a pastime. That's what happens, when you haven't had enough coffee. You just turn into Jerry Adams. The side of your mouth just sound like, or like a slowed down record. It just. Very good.
Do you want me to put headphones in?
It's not too bad. I'm not getting too much feedback, but maybe you could try it, because what I found with Chanel was when there's a bit of a lag, it gets worse.
Oh, okay, yeah. 2 seconds. So I'll just grab I have you on a tripod, so I'm just going to lie you down because I'm in bed.
I'm on a tripod in bed with Gillian Fitzgerald. Holy shit, man! That escalated quick. Someone would probably ask you, "Are you into anything kinky?" And then you could be like, "Let's just say I've got a tripod in my bed."
I do keep it on my bedside locker.
Just ready at a moment's notice.
Ready to go. When you were like, oh, here's a Zoom link, and I was like, 2 minutes, I was trying to find a t-shirt that didn't look like it wasn't ironed. I didn't do a very great job, I don't think, but I tried.
So you were okay.
I don't iron things I don't iron things anymore.
I never ironed. I've given up on the iron a long time ago. This is it. It's wrinkly Alan in every fucking way, shape, and form is what you're getting.
Yeah, that's fair.
You look very, very not like you just woke up. Very nice. I can't see any creases. You've got your face on. You're not wearing your Addams Family costume that you wore for our other video. Nice.
I really like that jumper, and you're ruining it.
I really like the Addams Family. I'm not.
Are you saying I thought it was quite funny because do you remember when we first met, we went to Cork and I was at a Halloween party because it was Halloween, and I was dressed as Wednesday Addams.
Oh yeah, that's true. So my attempt to tear down your self-confidence was also a callback. Because I'm just the best.
Comedy.
Red here now. Turn off this red light. Oh no! I'll turn off this red light that I have. But I realized that's just my face. I just look red.
That made no difference.
It's just called getting old and having these genes. You know what I mean? Your head just gets bigger and redder.
Red shirt as well.
It's not even red. It's orange. It's just when you put it next to my head, it's an optical illusion. It makes it look red because my face is red.
It looks very red.
I don't even drink anymore. Imagine how red my face would look if I was still drinking.
Yeah, it would be great now.
a big floating tomato-faced ghoul.
You wouldn't have been able to lose the hair. It would have been too much.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna rock a big mad red head, you need to have some. That's true, actually. Yeah, the big alcohol face doesn't work as well with the bald head.
No, you need to have like big curly hair.
Yes. Yeah. Because actually that's very astute. Because without the curly hair, you're just dangerously unwell, and you have a serious problem. Like, with curly hair, you're a character. Oh Jesus, he's great crack.
You're so fun.
He's so fun,
Yeah, you're like, it's Jim with the mad curly hair. You know Jim.
Jim. Because you've added another. Because otherwise, your only characteristic is you're a dangerous alcoholic. You add curly hair, then you're like, Jim, curly hair, Jim. It's like
don't have to mention the alcohol.
Yeah, but that's true too. You can only. My friend was saying this. Like, you occupy different stereotypes, or whatever you want to call it, like categories. Like, so now, having said that, I'm not going to name names here, but my friend isn't exactly on the ball with some of this stuff as well. So, but she was saying, it's not you, Chanel. She might listen to this, but she had a friend who was gay and who was black, but she didn't notice that he was black for months until it came up in conversation, because she was just like, no, you're gay. I didn't even notice, because she just has like one like stereotype category. And he was like, oh Jesus, there's other elements to your personality. Isn't that interesting?
You could be more than one thing. What?
Oh my God. That was what I was going to say. So, right, what's in this video, right? Because obviously, straight away, first episode, we've got a lot of cultural cachet, you might say. So we're talking 2-3 million views. Plus, then you got your listens, sponsorship deals. Haven't tried to work those out yet. But I'm fielding calls from, I think it's Audible, and also xvideos.com. So it depends we'll see which way the conversation goes.
Yeah. Play the field, Alan. I like it.
I got a feeling people who are into creepy porn are going to be more our demographic than intellectuals, but we'll see.
I do have a tripod by my bed,
Did you know that's a slang term for somebody with a really big dick, tripod, because good.
Yeah. Thanks for explaining it to me.
Thanks.
It's fun.
You're like, thanks for condescendingly explaining that, Alan. Big dicks have been on my radar for a while now. Yeah, all right. So anyway,
I'm just saying.
Might not be something I've ever thought about. No frame of reference, But frame of reference, that's what I was going to say. So you've got this, because I'm using the panoramic view on my laptop thing to record, right? I'm in full screen, right?
Oh.
That was it. It was my tiny dick, the third leg. I just couldn't keep it up. Literally.
Couldn't handle the set.
Okay. But the sides of your video are chopped off because you're using a mobile device, right? So basically, in the video feed, you're going to take up less of the screen than I'm going to take up, and I'm going to be accused of. Well, on Chanel and my podcast, it'll be sexism and racism. At least it's just sexism on our podcast that I'll be accused
that's
of.
Grand. I mean, you'd be accused of that anyway, so you might as well take up most of the screen.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. If I'm going to get the accusations anyway. Wes, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll push even more of you out of the frame. Maybe I'll have you. Oh, I called it there. You didn't say that. See, this is a problem now. Am I falling over when you laugh? Is that what's happening? Okay, I'll try. Orphans are starving to death as we speak. See, that didn't even work.
What if I put you, because I'm a bitch, I care about the orphans. I do.
I feel like the bitch landed better. More convincingly, I should say.
More convincing, yeah. Believable. Okay, I put you on an actual surface rather than my bed. So I shouldn't fall over now. You shouldn't fall over. I shouldn't fall over. I don't know. Yeah.
There we go. And that's a good sort of starting philosophy to have. You shouldn't fall over. I shouldn't fall over. That's a good, like, that's, if we could
During
just,
this podcast.
that's the standard we have to reach. It's important.
Don't fall over.
It's important to have manageable goals. That's all you want. You don't want to be like, yeah, we'll talk about world peace. We'll hit these big topics. It's like, you don't fall over. I don't fall over. Perfect.
We'll smash it.
We will smash it, literally and figuratively. So, yeah. So what's new in Gillian land, huh? What's going on?
Absolutely nothing. I think I might be nearing. What date is it? Where am I?
Oh,
what date is it
I
today?
don't know. It's
the
May,
7th.
isn't
It's
it?
the 7th of May. 7th of May. I love that you have a calendar. Like you're pretending to, you know, like it matters. Like the calendar matters.
I will say the calendar was put up. I actually have 2 calendars. I'll do a bit of behind the scenes here because I put all my chairs and stuff that looks like all my illegal pornography and other things I stack up in this corner so that they're not so people think I live this, you know, opulent, beautiful life. But amazing, isn't it? Is that a mattress in the corner? Yes, it is. That's my spare room. You nearly got to crash there before the world.
Nearly.
Oh, pity.
Oh yeah, it was literally like 10 seconds, and then you were like, "Gillian, don't come to London."
Yeah,
and I didn't.
There you go.
Oh,
saved your life.
I mean, you probably did, because fucking Boris wasn't gonna, was he?
All right, let's not alienate like half of our audience straight off the bat. Also, if you could keep your deep-seated anti-Vietnamese prejudices to a bottom, that's an emerging market. Let's not, right? So, is that like planting little Easter eggs there now? So that is the one next to the Chinese one, or the red one, the Chinese one, is my comedy calendar where I had like my dates filled in, and now it's just empty white boxes of sadness. Oh, I should have pushed
That's really upsetting. I think I'm out of gigs now. My last gig that was like in my calendar was for last week.
Yeah, I am for sure. Yeah, more or less.
So now it won't be too, but like it used to just be real sad where you like look at your phone and you're like, oh, I have a gig. Oh, I don't have a gig tonight. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, poor me.
That's it. Everyone's going through it, Chanel. The comedians, they're the ones who are really suffering. Huh? You know, we're the victims.
We are the victims. We are the real. Did you just call me Chanel?
Oh, I probably did, man. I'm sorry. I'm two time in all sorts of podcasts. Hoes at the moment. I've just got a stable podcast host. I include my brothers in that as well. I'm not sexist.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sexist.
I'm not that anyone goes.
Anyone can be a hoe. 1 second there.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yes. So I probably did call you Chanel. So I do apologize.
That's okay.
But I'll start. Oh, the good thing is as well, if we start doing this more often, I'll start calling her Gillian as well, and that will really annoy her. Yeah,
I'm okay with that. I'm
good.
okay with that.
Bit of cross straits antagonism, you know, because I like to do things like that because obviously, Gillian, you know, you're a full-time professional comedian, and me and Chanel have only been doing it for a shorter amount of time. So sometimes I'll be like, yeah, well, my friend, the comedian in Ireland, who's like a big time thing, she doesn't agree with what you said about that's the way jokes work, Chanel. And she'd be like, I don't care about him. Who's this bitch?
She's not even real.
Yeah. What'll happen now is this recording won't work, and it'll just you'll be a black screen. And then we'll put it out anyway, and they'll be like, Alan, you modulated your voice. You know, you just want to pretend that you have
You're
friends.
really good at accents. You're really good at accents, Alan.
You have to be when you have no friends and they're all made up in your head.
They're not real.
Please.
I was just going to say lockdown must be real good for you because now you can have all these friends. And you're like, yeah, I've been talking to all these people.
Like, imagine what Fight Club, have you seen Fight Club? No, you haven't seen anything. Okay, sorry.
Fuck you.
No, you haven't.
The first half of Fight Club during the week, and then I fell asleep. But I did watch a little bit of it. So if it's in the first half of the movie, I'll get the reference.
Well, do you know what happens though? This kind of a twist in it.
No.
I don't like. Okay, well, I won't make the joke I was going to make. So there we go. For once, your lack of pop culture knowledge made it even harder to make a joke with you. That's amazing. Normally it's the opposite. I'm like, this is going to like Planet of the Apes, and you're like, huh?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah.
Culture.
I'm sorry. I probably should have used this lockdown to watch every single film. Because I had the time. I do have the time. I still have the time. I've been out of work for almost 2 months.
Yeah, right. Time is crazy.
Been in lockdown for 2 months.
2 months.
2 months next week.
2 months. Yeah. Well, you know, cheers. Congratulations. I don't know. The anniversary, 2-month anniversary. Go on, pick up your massive, huge cup. Jesus Christ. Your right bicep is going to be twice as big as your left by the end of the fucking call.
Like most men.
There we go. See? She's still got it. Whatever it is.
Jokes.
Oh, imaginary. That was it. Yeah, imaginary friends. Can't make my joke about Fight Club. I'm a pretty predictable comedian.
I mean, you could probably make the joke anyway.
I was just gonna say, right, this is it. This is fun. Try this at home, listeners, viewers, my mother, basically. Oh no, wait, she doesn't watch my shit. She's no interest.
My mom will listen.
Your mom will listen. Okay, Gillian's mother, if you've seen Fight Club, imagine if Fight Club took place, but it could only take place in the Corona world over Zoom. Not that that's everyone's reality, but for lots of people at home at the moment, over Zoom. Imagine how that would change the film and make it way less good. See, now it's not funny when you say it like that, but imagine I'd said that in a way that was funny. See, this is how
I feel like that's how all of your gigs go.
I was just gonna say, all these comedians talking about how like you can't reproduce the live experience. I just reproduced what it's like to watch me do jokes live. That's what it's like.
Absolutely. You're like, but it's
me explaining the joke to myself, and after I've explained it, also realizing that even if you could understand it, it wouldn't be funny anyway.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. There you go. So, you know, if you're watching this in the future where stand-up comedy is a thing, come and see Alan Byrne. If you hate yourself. I don't know. Imaginary friends is what we were talking about, which reminds me, your little boyfriend, how's he doing?
He's not imaginary. That's so mean. You're such a dick.
Excuse me, you have a whole bit in your set about the fact that he is imaginary.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It works quite well though. I think it's quite a funny bit to be, but
it's good. Yeah, it's funny.
Thank you. Yeah, it's annoying that we got together like 3 weeks before, two weeks maybe before the whole lockdown happened. So now no one has met him. So it's not real. But he met my family over Zoom last week. That was weird. Yeah. I was doing it was my dad's birthday last weekend, 2 weekends ago. And we did like a family quiz on Zoom. And then but he wouldn't do the quiz because he was like, I don't want to meet your family on Zoom. That's really weird. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. And the whole quiz was about our family. So he wouldn't have gotten any of the answers right.
Seems like the worst possible way to meet someone's family and parents.
Weird. Because then he went away while I was on the Zoom, and he was like having a few pints. So then when he came back, he was all like, yeah, grand, I'll meet them, totally fine. And then he just like sat beside me, and my brother was like on the Zoom trying to like intimidate him. I don't know.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, it was so weird. And then it was just, bad. You know the way like parents hold a fucking thing. They were miles away from the camera and they were like, hello. I know, yeah, the poor guy. But he literally just said hi to them and they were all just like, hello. And then my mom being pure, like, oh, we don't know when we'll get to meet you. Oh, 'tis lovely to see you. All that kind of shit.
It's great.
Yeah, it's funny. Ridiculous. But yeah, it was mad. That Zoom call is because we did that quiz as well. And like Zoom does that thing where whoever's speaking it kind of like drowns out all the other people on the call. Have you noticed that?
Depends, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it does that. But my sister was the quiz master, and my mom just got like more and more drunk as the quiz went on. And my mom doesn't shut up anyway. So when she was drinking, she just got louder and stuff like that. So then you couldn't hear Leanne because mom wouldn't stop talking.
It's great.
It was
so good.
Oh, it
so
was
it just
so
becomes
irritating.
it just becomes the mom show. Like that's what
yeah,
it just descends.
Like, what's that? Who said that now? Chris, what? Put the dog outside. I'm kind of shy, and like you can see Leanne, you can see that she's talking, but I was like, I can't hear you. I have no idea.
So good.
Mom won't. There was a lot of me being like, Mom, can you shut up? Can mom stop? Lorraine, can you mute mom's microphone, please?
You can't mute remotely, right? That's the problem. The hosts should be able to fucking mute as well, people. But it's.
I think you can, but you can't mute. You can't mute like certain people. You have to mute everyone.
You can't mute mammies. You can only there's a setting in there.
That should be a button. Mom, shut the fuck up.
That would be a good setting. You know, it selects by category. You know what I mean? Like, because then depending on your own prejudices, you can be just like, everyone who's a mother needs to shut the fuck up. Everyone under the age of 25 needs to shut the fuck up. Let me tell you how it was back in my day. Bleep. You know, and vice versa as well. There can be like an over 25 button for the young ones.
Oh,
the young
funny.
ones. That's it. Everyone's contending with the family quiz situation there now. It's great. It's great. I'm enjoying it. It's also a really good way of just working out you've got nothing in common with your family. For me, because like people would be like different rounds, or just there's one round somebody does a round that's all just like television references that are modern, and like half other people won't get them. Then another round is like my uncle's round would be something like film you'll appreciate this now talking to me. Film references from the 1970s that nobody fucking gets. Somebody else would be like history, astrophysics, or whatever the fuck. Like just so we are getting better. I'd like the categories are getting closer, but like the first round is just like no one could get anyone else's questions because we just don't exist in the same universe, it seems like.
That is gas.
So anyway, listen, I wanted to say that I was thinking this today. What your little boyfriend, right? Now I'm calling him your little boyfriend because you
I know.
always call him your little boyfriend. And I want to know why you're minimizing this man, why you're reducing. Now I have 3 theories on this, right? Number one, you're using, I don't buy this one, but you're using it as a term of endearment. Like, oh, it's a cute little baby, like you're using it in a positive way. Oh, sometimes people make things smaller because they like them. Possibly. The second possibility is that, this is my particular favorite, is you're terrified of a commitment, and this is a way to minimize your relationship with another human being, so it's not as much of a big deal. If my little boyfriend turned into my little ex-boyfriend, and it's not a big deal.
I'm fine.
That's my theory. Or maybe, this is the worst one, really. He's just really, really, really shorter than you even, who are tiny. So, is it any of the above? Why are you minimizing this wonderful man?
I feel really bad because every time I do, like, I've done those viral comedies and stuff, and every time I do it, I'm obviously doing that whole bit about meeting him just before lockdown, and I keep calling him my little boyfriend, which is awful. I feel really bad. It's definitely not a good thing to do. But it's because me and my friend Emily, you've met Emily?
I have met Emily.
We call everyone little. So like she's little Emily, I'm little Gillian, her boyfriend's little Rob. It's just what we do. If I'm talking to her about you, I'm like, oh, I was chatting there with like little Alan. It's just maybe it is. I guess it's a term of endearment then. Because I'm like, yeah, little Andy.
You fucking you people are the worst. That sounds like a nightmare. You didn't, but when you said that, oh wow, sorry, I had to take that in for a second. But you don't. But
me after this fucking podcast now.
Interesting. After this little podcast. But do you do it? I mean, I'm trying to think now. When we met up, after your gig, your big gig in what was it? Abused Moose? What was it called?
Amused.
All right. Abused. I think that's a different type of gig. That sounds. Amused, whatever, abused goose. Fuck, I'm getting it further wrong. But yeah, I don't remember you calling other people little. See, this is in my mind the first time I've heard you say little anybody is in reference to the boyfriend. So you're saying you say it I mean, I don't. Yeah. I've not heard you say it in reference to anybody else. So I'm deeply insulted that I'm Lil Alan now behind. When I'm not around, all of a sudden I get shrunk down to Lil Alan status.
Lil Alan.
Yeah.
Maybe that's so funny because I don't find it insulting, but that's probably because I am little. So when someone is like, "There's little Gillian," I'm like, "Yeah, I'm little Gillian."
Literally dragging people down to your level, Gillian. It's literally what you're doing.
Yeah, I didn't even, without even fucking realizing it, didn't even realize I was insulting people.
Emily, is Emily little? Is she small? Is she short?
No, Emily is a lot taller than me. Yeah, she's not a short person at all.
I think she's using your shortness in order to heightify herself. She's a heightist, and she's just now.
And I didn't even realize.
She's what she likes to do is talk shit about short people and be like, look at this little fucker and that little fucker. And then when people are like, that's heightist, she's like, no, I've got a little friend. This is Gillian, so I can't be heightist because I'm friends with a short person.
Oh no.
You're being used and abused. By
but I also think because the relationship is so new as well, and because no one's actually met him, that I am a little bit like, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, me and my I feel like an absolute wanker talking about it,
So funny, man. You're just you're just like, I can't. It's so funny. It's so funny that you're just like, I can't talk about the fact that I might have like a pleasant, nice relationship with someone because that'd make me a dickhead.
I'm just so used to people being dicks that I'm like, this won't last. He's too nice. That's to me.
So well, listen.
Someone care about me? No.
Shrink him before he gets notions.
Yeah. Funny. No, he's lovely. We're nearly 3 months. Nearly.
There you go. And now, well, here's my question as well.
Oh, I just called him a little chicken. He's a sweetheart. He's a lovely, well-grown man. Well-grown.
Is he a tripod, huh? Is he a well-grown man? That sounds like, sometimes you'd have a parent, a mother who comes out with a phrase and you're like, they say it like it's a real phrase. He's a well-grown man. You're like, that's not a real phrase. You can't just start coining shit because you're old.
Yeah, that's really funny. My mother did that to my brother a while, like this was years ago, but Tommy was going on a night out and Mom turned around and like he had like gel in his hair or whatever, and Mom wanted him to put more gel in his hair, and she turned around to him and she was like, Tommy, put more jizz in your hair. You need more jizz in your hair. And we were all like, no, he definitely doesn't need that.
He might have it by the end of the night, but he's not going to start that way.
Yeah, don't start the night like that. It's funny. Yeah.
Jizz in your hair, jizz in your hair. I just think it's funny. That's so great. It's such a mammy thing you did there now. That's great. Yeah. That's very good now.
Funny.
He's a well-grown man. Well, that's good. I don't like nicknames, man. I'm the worst person to talk to. Like, I don't like people saying someone's lil. I don't like chicken. I hate that. I hate when someone's a chicken. I
call everyone a chicken.
I know you do. You're the worst. Yeah, but it's not. But I don't know why I'm so negative about that. Why can't people have nice nicknames for each other? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Have I ever had a nickname from one? Has my girlfriend ever called me nicknames?
Dickhead, bollocks.
Do you know? Gigi, did you meet her? That's amazing. I didn't know you guys. Anyway, I did have No, my girlfriend Gigi, she's the only one I could think of because she knew I hated it, and she would call me nicknames because she hated them. And her favorite one, because it made me sick. She used to call me Sugar Dick. Hey, Sugar Dick.
God.
But she started with being like, hey, sweetie, and I was like, don't do that. I don't like that. Hey, honey, and she's like that, and then she.
Honey, I actually can't cope with honey. I fucking hate that one.
Chicken.
Fuck out. My skin crawls when someone calls me honey.
Hey, honey.
Fuck off. Get fucked. Hate it. Can't stand it. Makes me crazy.
I'd take honey all day above chicken.
No.
But I do like that she escalated it to made it as awful as possible. I respect that. That's why we got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, chicken. Do you have any? Hang on now. Does fucking Sugar Dick Honey Chicken, whatever his fucking name is, little Sugar Dick Honey Chicken? It doesn't matter. His real name is totally unimportant. Does he have any nicknames for you?
No.
No, okay. I know what just happened. You were just like, sexually, yes, but I'm not going to say it on a podcast, not in day-to-day life. That's what the answer would be. That's what your whole face just did, that whole, no. Which is fine. That's fine.
He calls me, he hates the, couples that are always like, babe, hey babe, oh
hey,
babe, oh babe.
Violently
so
ill.
Yeah, so he calls me, we call each other babe, but ironically.
Okay. I see
that'd
what
be about
you're
it, I think.
saying.
Yeah. Oh babe. Hey babe. Babe. I hate it.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm not into the nickname. That's very funny. Now, I'm paranoid now. I don't know what else I'm being called behind the fucking scenes. I'm being littled, I'm being belittled, I'm being chickened. Fucking God knows what else I'm getting called.
I thought you knew, Alan. I thought you knew.
Deeply upsetting. So that's to say. So, but do you think
when I'm talking to my mom though, I'm like, oh, like I was chatting to her last night. She was like, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
Hey, babe.
I was like, I hate it. I was chatting to her and she was like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm doing a podcast with Alan." And she was like, every time, who's Alan? Alan.
This is great. This is why I love your mother.
Alan. Who's Alan? I went to Amsterdam with him. Who's Alan? He's from Cork. Don't know Alan. He lives in London. I saw him in London when I was in London. Don't know. You met him in the garage. You met him in Dublin. I went to the Gaiety with his brother. Oh, Alan!
There we go.
How does she remember? Like the first thing is that I went to the Gaiety with your brother. That's the first thing. The last thing, like I saw you in London a few months ago, and she can't remember that, but she can remember the thing from 7 years ago. You know what I mean? Weird.
It's interesting. But people's memories are funny. They just tie you into something, I think.
Yeah.
And then you're just the person. You're like, it's Waffle House Gillian! You're like, one time. Why am I, and then
that's
they just.
So true. It was one time.
It was one time. Like, it's a big shame. I didn't mean it. I didn't know waffles. I didn't know the abusive way in which they're produced.
We don't talk about it. The first rule of Fight Club. Hey,
there we go.
That's it.
There you go. Oh my God, that's literally the first time I think you've ever made a pop culture reference. They were like,
my phone's gonna die. Oh no. It'll be okay for a while.
I thought it had died because your face just froze. You're like, oh no.
But that was me just thinking. I just literally froze.
Very good.
It's because the iPhone is they made the thing where you can't have your headphones and your charger plugged in at the same time.
Right, that's right. They're really great.
Why? Why would you do that?
Actually, that's interesting now because of course the push is for Bluetooth headphones.
I only had wireless earphones for a little while. I got them last summer, but then they were stolen from me a few weeks ago.
Out of your ears.
But I didn't get straight out of my ears. But I didn't find them that good because I couldn't put my phone in my pocket. I found I couldn't put my phone in my pocket with them.
Oh, because the signal dropped.
The signal dropped.
Because the case was really big and there wasn't enough room in the pocket.
Nothing to do with the earphones. I didn't have any pockets in my pants was the problem. No, the signal used to drop, so I didn't really use them that much. And you look like an absolute dick. Jesus, you look like a prick.
With wireless headphones in general, you mean?
Yeah.
Do you think you still look like a dick? I got them. I got whatever knockoff. Well, not knockoff, but non-Apple ones. So
mine weren't Apple either.
Yeah, but like the first time I had them in, I was just a bit like, you know. But then I saw more and more people wearing them all the time, so I was like, it's not. Who cares?
I guess it's not that bad now. Yeah, when it first started, it was a bit like, what are you doing? It's just because the design of the Apple ones are awful. I don't mind the other ones that go in your ear. It just looks like you cut the wire off, and they just don't look great.
Yeah,
they need to do something with that.
I think it just looks like there's a little sperm trying to get into your ear with the Apple ones, which is weird. Like with the other ones, and I like that my ones have little red and blue lights on them that flash sometimes when they're locking onto things.
Oh, that's what mine used to do.
Yeah, I was just, that's kind of cool. I'm like, cool. I'm like Blade Runner.
Yeah.
It was lame. I
want to say.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. The breath on your voice. Quiet.
They won't hear that.
It's good. We could do an ASMR podcast as well. Maybe we should do that where you can like whisper things.
Every so often.
Oh yeah, like almost like a hidden track ASMR thing underneath.
That'd be funny.
You know, it's kind of like
you're listening to it, you're like, did that just happen?
You know, you just tapped into a new market there, Gillian, like BDSM ASMR, right? Which is number one, everyone loves acronyms, so that's a fucking double winner, right? The more acronymic it is, the better it is. But also, it's like you could just whisper things like, you're a piece of fucking shit, you fucking loser. You could be eating cornflakes. Nom, nom, nom. Nobody likes you. And then you do. That's a double bang. That's good.
And that's something that you can do during lockdown as well. That would be a big hit.
Listen, I'm not saying that we're not going to make hundreds of thousands of euros off of this podcast, but I'm pretty sure you could make some money doing maybe even more money doing ASMR, BDSM, cornflake, abuse, crunch mouth stuff. I hate that. That drives me mad. I don't like that. Don't like that ASMR shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the cornflakes.
Oh, cornflakes.
So
cornflakes.
I thought you meant you don't like, when people are eating and it's really like loud. That's what I thought you were saying.
No, that's a real phobia.
I am going to eat an M&M though. I hope that's okay. They're sitting right here, and I really just want to eat one.
You can eat them, but could you say I'm a piece of shit as well? And when you do it, because that'll really get me off. And that'd be good. Piece of shit. M&M's, good choice. Good snacking choice. There we go. But that's good. That's good. Now we're getting quality sound effects on that.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, it was good. I'm telling you, man, this is where the real money's going to come from. This is what we should have been doing all along. All along. See, they're all along.
They're the brown ones as well. The chocolate. Why do my alarms keep going off? These are my favorite M&Ms. We can get M&Ms to sponsor.
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
Just eat M&Ms while during the podcast, we can get M&Ms to sponsor. But like do you think we can swing like regular M&Ms? Should we just try the peanut M&Ms? Which one do you think is going to be harder to get of those two? M&Ms. M&Ms. I would say the peanut ones are more popular.
I think they are, right?
I think so, yeah.
I wonder how original M&Ms feel about that. I started the whole thing, and now these fucking M&Ms coming in.
I don't even remember what are the original ones? Is that them, the chocolate ones?
I think the chocolate ones are the original ones. It sounds racist when you say look at these fucking M&Ms coming in here. It sounds like fucking M&Ms. I don't know. It doesn't sound good, does it? If you heard it out of
jobs, stealing our women.
They're peanuts. Peanut envy. That could be it. And this caramel M&Ms. Have you had a caramel M&M?
I have not. Are they nice?
I think they're not great because I think they're trying to do too much. That's my personal opinion.
That's fair. that don't fix what's not broken kind of a thing.
Exactly, because how much? But like M&Ms are all the same flavor, yeah, regardless of color. Would you say this now?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
what about Skittles? Are they all the same flavor? Or are they different flavors?
I would have said that they are different flavors, but now that I think about it, they're all the same flavor, aren't they?
Yeah, apparently I learned this the other day. There we go. This can be, maybe we should have segments in the podcast. Facts no one cares about with Alan. But
What am I?
you're listening to the fact and not caring about it. That's what your role is.
Okay.
You go. Your job is for me to say the fact like it's like really something interesting, and your job is to go. Which is that's basically our dynamic anyway.
Yeah.
Apparently Skittles have different smells, but not different tastes.
Oh, that's mad.
So, you know, the whole thing about tastes being smelled or 50% smell, or, you know, that fucking thing where you hold your nose and eat a piece of potato and a piece of apple, they taste the same or some rubbish like that. But yeah, so apparently, so it's sort of true and sort of not true. So they don't, technically there's no flavor in there that's different, but the smell makes you think it's different.
That is mad.
Good. Which one's your favorite of the Skittles?
The red one.
Yeah, red ones are good. Yeah,
the red ones are good.
I like red ones. You know, some I feel like
or the green ones.
See, the green ones and yellow ones, I feel like that's almost when I'm eating a mouthful of them, I like that's going to be a bit not sour, but it's going to be invigorating. So I kind of save up a few, so I get a big whoosh at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing annoys me more. Nothing. That's not true. Lots of things annoy me. Considerably, a huge amount of things annoy me more than this. But like, if somebody's just throwing back Skittles, like they're not making any selection process, like that annoys me. Like I don't know. I'm like, I want to. Your face, man. I'm like, I don't want to just like. I'm not going to put a green Skittle and a red Skittle in my mouth at the same time. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that to me is just madness. Society is breaking down.
I just think that the little packet of Skittles are like, the packet's too small for you to be like that picky.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
do you not just get a packet of Skittles and just throw half the Skittles into your free hand and then just knock it back?
No.
Is that not what you do?
No, I don't.
How long does it take you to eat a packet of Skittles?
I presume longer than
Episode 2.
There you go. We've really narrowed down to the field where there'll be the most interest, you know? No, I presume it takes me longer to eat a packet of Skittles than it would you if you're fucking knocking them back like shots off a stripper. Like, I mean, that's cool though.
I didn't know there was any other way to do it.
Fair enough.
Who has the fucking time, like?
Fucking lots of people.
I mean, we all do right now.
Lots
all
of people.
Of us right now.
It's funny. Normally, when I talk about junk food, I'd have a craving for Skittles, but I'm not in the mood now. And I'd murder a few M&Ms. I tried this week I'm only going shopping like once a week, right? For whatever, right? So I've this week I started like trying to not buy junk food, so that then I don't eat as much junk food throughout the week.
Yeah.
And it's sort of working. But I mean, it works. It's not fun. But like, it's just.
Do you not regret it as soon as you walk in the door?
Instantly. As soon, because I normally, like when you're unpacking your shopping or whatever, like normally you're just like, and here's the fun stuff. Where I was just like, there was like, oh, fruit. Like I do like bananas. I got some bananas up there. I do like bananas, and I bought some strawberries too. But I was like, fucking, like bananas and strawberries get fucked. Like a Yorkie would fucking destroy them. You know what I mean? There's no competition.
If you had a Yorkie and strawberries, that'd be quite nice.
Yeah, that's not bad, I suppose.
Chocolate and strawberries. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah, I don't mind that combination. I'm not mad about that combination, but it's not bad. Anyway, anything's better than just fruit. Yeah, we're gonna get into a whole argument. No, I don't. It's not that I don't like it. It's just people talk about strawberries and chocolate like it's the best thing ever, and I'm just kind of like.
Oh, I don't. I mean, yeah, okay, fair. I wouldn't cut off my left hand for it, like. but I do. And
I
I've
like
never.
That's the metric.
Yeah. And I've
Would
never
you
sat at home
would you do a
and
finger?
done it.
Would you do a finger?
I wouldn't. But I've never, like, you know, if do you know what I mean? If it's sitting there, I'd be like, oh, do you know, I'll have some chocolate and strawberries. But I wouldn't go out of my way to like melt chocolate at home and dip strawberries into it and all that bullshit.
Anything that requires effort really is just kind of like, it's not worth it.
That's very true.
But so yeah, you're not. See, this is the thing. You're not a foodie, are you? Really, you're not a foodie. No,
not at all.
No, I'm not really a food. I like food. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to come across as anti-food. I want to put this out there right now. I think everybody should be eating food. I definitely think. Yeah. Keep it up. Keep it up. But yeah, I don't like people who are very, oh my God, it's delicious. You know, people who are like basically cumming their pants at dinner. Like, it's just, it's nasty. You have to try this. Oh God, the sausage is amazing. Oh, try this, you know, the veal cutlet. You just like, it's nauseating. I don't like that. I don't like seeing other people have fun, I guess, is the thing.
That's fair. Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's a positive stance to take. I'm not. But I like
food because I have to, would be my thing. I'm not, I can't just get fucked. Like, just eat it. Shut up and eat it. Do you know what I mean?
Shut up and eat it. Actually, I did want to ask you this. What's your like day look like now, Julian? Because I know you're going to go meet your sister. It looks awful. But can you give me a little rundown? Because I've been thinking about this. You know, people are in their little boxes at the moment if they're working from home or not working from home, as the case.
Yeah.
Like as essential, non-essential workers. Essentially non-essential. That's it. But like, you know, I have friends who have kids and things like that, and you know, I mean, you think your day is a fucking nightmare. Ho ho ho, ho ho ho. It's just, oh man, just the screaming, the banging of saucepans, you know?
Why do they always have saucepans?
Da, 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 da,
they just...
These poor fucking people, like.
Funny. Oh, I saw a statistic saying it was just an article, I saw an article saying that the sale of pregnancy tests has gone up by 25% in Kerry.
That's great. That's great.
They're all just riding.
That's funny. Brilliant. That's brilliant. But I wonder how those numbers are being compiled. Would be my question. You know, is that just mean one more pregnancy test a month? I don't know. How do those figures shake out there? But it's a good headline though. It's a good headline.
It's funny.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of riding going on. There's definitely lots of fighting going on.
Oh my God, there's gonna be so many divorces. I had a customer in the cafe just before I'd say 2 days before lockdown happened, and I was he works in the school beside the cafe. I probably shouldn't have said that. Anyway,
could you give us his full postal address and his middle last name and his mother's maiden name, just in case they ask for that. Yeah. But I was like, oh, do you think lockdown will happen? And he was like, I will be divorced if lockdown happens. That's true,
Which
man.
I think is true. I think a lot of divorces are going to happen from this.
People are realizing that they're just like, hey, I like you for about an hour and a half a day max. Yeah. So max, you know. This is why it's great that you don't live with your little boyfriend. Oh shit, you don't. He's not under the bed there, is he? You don't have him tucked away.
He's not here. He's not here.
You didn't zip him into one of those mini suitcases and put him into the fucking closet.
No. We were also like, I know we were only together for like 3 weeks before. Like, I think we went on like 4 dates maybe before the whole thing happened, and then it was like a lockdown. But I think a lot of relationships that were about to start didn't start because of this whole thing.
But see, that's what I'm saying now. Like this relationship's going well with you, and Sugar Dick Honey Buns. But it's like, like maybe you'll work out that the optimal thing for you is something that resembles more of a traditionally long distance relationship. You know what I mean? Maybe seeing this fucker once a week or once every 2 months or once or whatever the time frame is better than a normal relationship. I definitely know some of my best relationships have been longer distance ones.
That's what you always say. You're always like,
surprise.
Long distance, never see them.
It's the key to a happy relationship is keeping them continents away from you. That's
ridiculous. You asked me what did my day look like.
Yeah.
This is what my day looks like. This is it.
Oh, this is it.
I'm in my bed. This is it.
Sitting on your bed, staring
sitting
at
on my bed.
Waiting for it to fall over.
I watched Making a Murderer. I watched The Staircase. I feel like I watched it about 4 years ago, and it was only a few weeks ago that I watched all of those. I binge watched Normal People. Have you watched that?
Nope, I have not watched that.
Oh, you should watch it. The whole world is talking about it. That's a lie. Irish people are talking about it. So it's about these two people getting the ride, basically. Well, it's not. Well, it's like these two teenagers, and it's like their first love, basically, is what it is. And then they're like riding all the time. And loads of people call.
This sounds. Are you sure you're just not on a child pornography website? Is this? Doesn't sound. Not. You're not exactly selling me on this just yet. It's great that these teenagers, they have sex. You get to watch.
I didn't say it was great. I did not say it was great. I did not love it. Everyone's talking about it like it's the fucking best thing. I binge watched it.
Gillian's review is like, this child pornography is barely 3 stars. Barely 3 stars.
Would not recommend. But a load of people called into RT, because it's on RT, obviously. A load of people called in complaining, being like, this is not okay to be shown on RTE. Because it's got loads of sex scenes in it, obviously.
Okay.
Ridiculous. But yeah, I didn't love it. I didn't love everyone's like, I'll never like emotionally recover from this fucking thing, and I was like,
emotionally recover from watching the show.
Yeah.
People like a bit of drama, don't they? Huh?
But there's not even drama. Like, it's just.
No, but I'm saying they like a drama if they're saying that. You know what I mean? By saying that, you're just like, I see what you know what I mean? Like, how tame are you claiming your life is that watching two people get the ride has traumatized you? This is great. I love everything.
It was
story.
The whole, like, I got to the end of it and I was just like, are you fucking for real? Thank God there was only 12 episodes and they were only 20 minutes long, so it didn't take that long to watch it. But I was just like,
is it? But is this an online? Wait, it's on RTE. Is it?
Yeah. It's on RTE Player and it's on BBC Player.
Okay, all right. I'll check. What's it called again?
Normal People.
Normal People. But see, now I don't want to watch it because the only thing you told me about it is it's teenagers fucking. And I'll be like, oh yeah, well, they do check that out. I can't. What the fuck? Like, I can't.
They do grow up and go to college, and then they're riding in college. If that makes it any easier.
So you're saying I can start watching through about halfway through. It's all right for me to start watching.
Well, they're in 6th year when they start riding, so they're like what, 17, 18, all legal.
No need to justify your behaviour, Gillian. That's fine. But people are complaining because it's too lewd, like it's too sexy for RTE.
For RTE, yeah, they're like, you can't be shown this. This is an absolute outrage.
That's very interesting.
It's funny. I can't wait.
Sorry, please.
Like, so that was only like the first 2 episodes. They got all those complaints, but you get to like episode like, I don't know, 7 or 8, and it's like proper full front nudity.
Nice.
I can't wait for that to happen. Cannot wait for that to come on RTE. That's next week.
That's great. So you're saying the worst or the best is yet to come.
Yeah, people are going to lose their minds.
That's brilliant. Oh, that's RTE. Really good. RTE, huh? The upright stalwart of Irish morality being dragged down into the mud of sexy stuff. It's funny, man. People are so prudish, man. It's hilarious. You know? Do you think it would get as much pushback? I don't know what you would say. If the lockdown wasn't going on, do you think it's because people are at home with nothing to do other than watch teenagers ride.
No, I would say it still will get the same amount because the people that especially because young people don't watch RTE.
Right, this is true. Yeah.
So that, and I think that's obviously why they put it on RTE, because they're trying to get people to watch it.
That's so good.
So it's all people in their 70s being like,
it's
scandalized, absolutely scandalized.
That's so funny. I just there's so many elements that is great. It's like you're trying to drag the young audience in. What would they like? Full frontal teenage nudity. They like that, don't they? That's on TikTok. Is that what a TikTok is? We'll put that on, and then like that's the play to get them dragged in, and then the poor fucking the poor grannies who literally the show before the previous program, it's like fucking the Late Show with Ryan Tuberty. So you've come out with new purple hats. Do you want to tell us about them now? It's a bit controversial. Purple. But we're trying, Hollywood celebrities telling their tamest stories with fucking to Ryan Tuberty, and then next thing it's just all teenage bits. Yeah. That's great. There's poor grandmas. I know. Like, listen, I mean, that could give someone a fucking heart attack.
I mean, it probably would.
Viewership. That's a public health risk. The time where we don't need.
I mean, if anything, we can't overwhelm the hospitals.
I love it with people suffering from, what's the name of the show? Fucking kids.
Normal people.
Normal people. Another normal people related heart attack. That's it. Yeah. But see, it's funny, man. It's like when you think about morality. It's like presumably it's a vocal minority of people complaining. Like, this must be just rakes of fucking old, I was gonna say old lads, but old men and women who are like, finally, because maybe they're not on the internet. I'm sure lots of them are. They're probably, listen, I don't want to discriminate against the elderly. Don't get me wrong. There's fucking scores, dozens, thousands of millions of old people jacking off on the internet right now. Techno-literate. They've got all the tabs open. Right? They're fucking all about it.
All the viruses.
Why stop at one? Some of them are probably dying to be able to watch this show. They're delighted, but they're not going to call in now to fucking Kenny Live or whatever the fuck it is to come
Joe Duffy.
To say to Joe Duffy, Joe, I love this new stuff. Can we get more of this on the fucking television?
About time. This is what I'm paying for. This is what I'm paying for.
See, that's the silent majority of old creepy pervs who are just fucking loving this new world order of pornography on RTE.
So funny.
So they're old. I think as well, my theory is the people who complain the most are the people who are most into it. That's it.
Yeah, they want to make it look like they hated it.
Oh, no.
Because, the people that complained, they are going to watch all the episodes.
Yeah, just for research to see if it really is as bad as everyone's saying,
Exactly, yeah.
Like, do you need that giant tub of lube and that massive vibrator next to you in order for this research? Is this important?
Oh, no.
And
nasty. That's nasty.
Old people fuck, man. Old people are fucking all the time. Just think about that.
Oh no.
All the time, man.
Happy Thursday.
It's so funny, man. This is great because I think I'm not into old people fucking, but this is literally the second time it's come up. Like on my previous podcast I did with Chanel, we were talking about old people bumping wrinklies as well. So look, I love what this is doing to your face. This is great. If you're only listening to the audio version of this, you need to get on video to see Gillian's face contort.
That could just be the cover of the podcast. Is me like. I don't like that. I don't like that now.
Just like you ate a whole fucking lemon and got kicked in the ear at the same time. Right, very good, Gillian. This has been very entertaining for the most part. In the parts where I was boring, I just cut that out, or not. Actually, probably not.
I'd say about 20 minutes of this is me just laughing, to be honest.
Hey, well, that's good. If only anyone else thought I was as funny as you do. Anyone. But please, wait, let me explain my joke again. You see, the thing is with Fight Club,
what I was saying earlier was
the callback to the joke that didn't work. I did have my best worst sets things I ever did. 5 minutes, whatever it was. I just had a bunch of jokes about sharks. I was just like, man, I'm gonna write as many jokes about sharks as I can. I don't know why. And I just none of them. I opened with open with your strong material, untested shark-based jokes. That's where you start to warm everyone up, and just none of them landed. But then then as I went into the rest of my set, like every which also wasn't working, I'd be like, more shark jokes. I feel like some people want more shark jokes, and I tell like another shark joke that didn't work. It was great. So yeah, this is fun.
Great.
We should do this again sometime. Do you have any closing thoughts, Gillian?
Nope.
Outstanding. And neither
Don't do shark jokes, maybe.
Moral of the story. 2 morals of the story. Old people are fucking. Think about it and don't do shark jokes. There's that face again. Love it.
Nasty.